Hi guys, welcome to Piano Chord Runs Part 1. And in this series of lessons, we'll be learning to play chord runs or piano runs. And what is a run? A run is just a series of notes played from one end of the piano to the other. The difference between arpeggios and runs is that runs literally is running from one side of the keyboard to the other, and also to the other. Arpeggios could be static, right? Arpeggios could be arpeggios are static, while runs are as you can see, it's going that way, right? So, one major thing to know about runs is that everybody wants to play them fast. Even the learner wants to play runs fast. But that's not how we'll do it today. We'll learn to play it slow. And there's a huge temptation to be fast while you're learning to play it slow. So we are going to control ourselves by using a metronome. I'll advise you to download a metronome. I'm currently downloading one now. That's it. Oh, where is it? Hold on. That's it. I have a metronome here. You have metronomes on Google Play Store. Take the tempo to 50. Alright, take the tempo of the metronome to 50. I hope you can see. Let me increase the brightness. Yeah, my metronome is on 50. Alright? Good. So, my settings, okay, let me take it back so that you see how I got here. You tap on this colorful section, and then you adjust this. For me, I will put the yellow, orange, blue, yellow, blue. That's my favorite. Orange, blue, yellow, blue. So that's it. That's how it sounds. So clearly that's not what I want. So I will erase all this. Put blue here, erase all this. Erase all this. So I want orange, blue, yellow, blue. Yes. Alright, that's not what I want. So this yellow, let me stop it. I'll put everything in the first bar. Good, that's what I want. So, now how fast we'll be playing our runs. And the chord we'll be using to play our runs today is the C chord. Without the metronome now, this is what we hope to achieve. We'll play this C, right? We'll play that C by playing it like this. Then this hand goes here. Take note of the fingers I'm using. I'm using 2, 2, 3, 5. So let's do that with a metronome now. That's it. That is it. All right, let's do it again. So you do that 10 times, and then you move it to 60. So I'm pressing this plus. Now let's move it to 55. It's now 55. So you do that for 10 times. And that should be the end of your exercise. The next day you come, you do 55 and 60, 65 and 70. You understand? So we've done 55. I'm taking it to 60 and we're doing it 10 times. Now we're going to 65. All right, let's go to 70. So, depending on how slow or how fast your hand-eye coordination is, you can decide to start from 50, you can decide to start from 70. But if you're an average player, 70 is where you want to start from, right? Every day you wake up, you do it on 70. Next day you come, do it on 70. Do that for 5 days. Then the next week, go to 75. All right? But we'll stop at 70 for today. Now that's the first type of runs we will do. There is another type we are going to do. I'm taking my metronome back to 50. I know you can't see me doing it, but now my metronome is back to 50. The runs we're about to do is the inversion runs. It's like this. So this is your do chord. After playing this, you go to this, go to this, and go to this. And then you come back. So it's actually very important to be able to play those as block chords. So play the block chords 10 times. I've done it 3 times now. Alright, do that 10 times before you put on the metronome to break it up, alright? If you notice, when you're coming back, your thumb has a huge role to play. So it pulls, you use your thumb to pull the rest of your hand. It has to pull. It has to really like pull. It's not the same heat and raise. All right. All right. Let's put on the metronome on 50. So let's take it to 55 now. So let's take a 60 now. And by the way, I know you will find this slow process boring, but if you want to be a good pianist, that's how you have to go. You have to start slow. Speed can be your aim initially. Accuracy must be your aim. And with time, you get to increase it. All right, so let's go to 60. Let's go to 65. And lastly, let's go to 70. All right. So, those are the two runs you have to practice. Now, I played from 50 to 70. Why I did that is for some of you, you will not be able to start from metronome speed of 70, right? So you start from 50. You do that 10 times every day for 1 week before you go to 60. 10 times every day before you go to 70. But for those of you that can start from 70, 10 times every day for 1 week, then you go to 80, 10 times every day for 1 week. As you're doing 10 times every day for 1 week, it's entering your soul. Everything is getting into the right places. All right? It's like cooking a food slow. The ingredients are entering. So eventually, when you start to play fast, it will be very organic. It won't look forced because you started slow. Tell me one car in the world where you start the ignition and immediately you speed. You start slow, right? That's the only way to go about it. So another exercise you can do is a variation of the first exercise, but you're using just your right hand to do it. So if we put the metronome in 60, I'm playing the C chord now. Alright, so if that's too slow for you, you can raise it to 70. Alright. So that's 70. Alright. And if that's too slow for you, how about you try 80? So that's the other variation where you do the run with just your right hand. And I think 80 should be the maximum you go with this. So those are 3 different exercises you should practice when practicing your runs. And the goal is every week you increase the speed. Eventually you find yourself doing 150, 200, and we'll get there eventually on this series of episodes. See you in the next episode of Piano Runs.